So, you know, a lot of times we feel as though, because the other thing, and maybe I'll put them together, right? One of the other things that I'm recognizing and stuff is that when our exes also get involved with somebody else, right, it can cause a lot of loneliness in us because it's like they have something that we don't have. So, you know, so we have to realize that just because you're single does not mean that you're lonely. That's first thing. But I know that, and especially if you've come through my From Pain to Power mentorship, you know, hopefully you're living your life like being happy being single and waiting for that person that is actually going to amplify your life rather than kind of take it down like the toxic relationships did. So, but even when we're happy being single, sometimes we can get that lonely feeling. So today, my intention is to really kind of release that feeling and really bring our angels around us to kind of not feel so lonely. So does that make sense with you guys? Let me check out the chat here. Sounds amazing. Loneliness has always been a problem for me, Nancy says. Yeah, okay, good. Lonely, not good, but I'm good. I'm glad that we're doing this. Libby, loneliness is good, giving up a dream. Melissa, I'm about to be alone again. What? I've never been able to do it. This time is different because I'm excited, but just want to remain happy and alone. Well, okay, you got to catch me up on that one. Claudia, yes, healing why they left quickly and finding someone in the days. Yeah. So another healing that I'm going to do in the future is probably like when your ex finds somebody else, because that can be really kind of devastating to us. But there's a lot of mind things that go along with that, a lot of thoughts that come up and subconscious stuff that comes up. So I will definitely do that maybe next week or probably next week. I gotta write that down. Oh, hold on, I'm sorry. Zoom has changed like so much. So like people come in the waiting room and they're not in here. So yeah, so tonight we're gonna talk about that loneliness. So loneliness comes from a lack energy, right? Something that we don't have. We want someone to be with us. Now you have to be very aware of how deep that loneliness feeling goes. Okay, so if you get this loneliness feeling all of the time and you just want to be with someone and you have this need, right? This need to be with somebody, that's a problem. Okay, so we want to heal that. We want to let go of that. It's going to take more than this healing session in order to do that. But there's also just this loneliness. Again, like I said, like if you come through my mentorship and you're still like not with somebody, you can get lonely sometimes. And like that's what this healing is about. As far as that need for loneliness or that need to have somebody with us, that's going to come from childhood. That's going to come from subconscious beliefs and energy stuck around things back in your childhood. So if you do have that need for somebody to be with you, definitely have to do some healing around that. Okay. But for tonight, we're just really going to kind of like, it's kind of like a high vibe thing. We're going to like bring all the angels in and really kind of fill ourselves up so that we don't have that loneliness feeling, because bad things can happen when you feel lonely, like reaching out to your ex that was maybe not good for you, going on the dating websites that might not be good for you. So we want to make sure that you have this healing in here so that you can come back to it before you, you know, go and venture down those roads. Go ahead and take a deep breath in. Close your eyes. Let it out. They're also telling me right now to call in all your loved ones. So I would like you to repeat after me so that you can call in your individual loved ones and just say, I call to all my loved ones that have passed to be with me now, to help me not feel so lonely. And take a deep breath in on that. And go ahead and let it out. So whenever we're lonely, we can call in our loved ones and our angels to be with us, to help us feel like we have. And again, when you're lonely, you can always talk to your spirit guide. So go ahead and take another deep breath in and let it out. And repeat after me. I call in my best friend, my spirit guide, who is always with me. There's no reason to feel lonely. And let it out. Okay, I'm already feeling we're going to work a lot on the heart chakra here. So whatever thoughts come in, just let them come in and let them flow out. Here we go. Take a deep breath in and let it out. And take another deep breath in and go ahead and let it out. Give your body a nice little stretch. And give me 2 seconds. Okay. So I don't know what you guys felt, but Spirit took that in a whole new direction. Not what I was expecting, but definitely worth it. So a couple of things in the first song. the messages that I got was uncomfortable feeling, right? So it's loneliness is an uncomfortable feeling, but we have to let it be. I don't know what I wrote there, but yeah, we have to let it be. So like sit in that uncomfortable feeling of loneliness. Like don't try to act on it or anything like that, but just know that it comes and it goes. So that's what I have here, and that you are never ever alone. Okay, you're never alone. So spirits are always with you. Now I also have written here for when, like, we have to be proactive, right? So when these loneliness feelings come up, maybe make a list of 5 things that you can do when you get lonely. So maybe it's call a friend, maybe it is, put your favorite song, maybe it's take a bath, like whatever that is for you. And then okay, so this is when we started to get deep. When that second song came on, let me see. So when the second song came on, though, I started to feel like a lot of you in here have your heart chakra closed. And I wrote down here, like, you're scared to be yourself in these new relationships. So a lot of you are kind of closed yourselves off from finding love, even though maybe mentally you want to find love, but there's something inside of your heart chakra that is closed down because you're scared that people won't love you for who you truly are. Okay. And that is something that I worked on in that session, because it's time to love yourself and accept yourself for 100% of who you are. And when you do that for you, you open up that heart chakra to call in the person that's going to do the exact same for you. So definitely that came up for me. So just, there's the heart chakra healing in the Reiki Vault library. So you can go and do that as well. If you feel what I just said resonates with you, I would definitely advise you to do that. And kind of just like really get deep. Like I've been, in my programs and stuff, I'm working more with like questions and really diving down to the root of the issue. So like, ask yourself these questions. And like most of the time I feel like we just live life going to the next day, but we really don't kind of take the moment to ask ourselves like deep questions. Like, am I closed off to love? Is my heart chakra closed? Am I scared of finding someone? Am I scared of not being lovable? Like we've got to ask ourselves those questions so that we can really get down to the root of the issue. So I want to say thank you for all joining me here. Much love to you, and I'll see you next week. All right, much love. Bye.